Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode, Persuasion. So the episode starts off pretty much where we left off last episode. It starts off with Optimus pretty much struggling to his feet, and obviously still fighting Predaking, and Predaking's about to finish him off, and Optimus just pretty much beats the ever-loving crap out of him. And then, meanwhile, inside the Solaris building, the Autobots pretty much finish off the Viacons, and then Ultra Magnus deals with Soundwave while the other Autobots deal with the remaining Viacons inside the building. And then meanwhile, Optimus is still fighting Predaking, and then Predaking just absolutely nails Optimus in the face, and then just is about to finish him off again. Then not before Megatron contacts him about securing the collider and whatnot. And then still inside the Solaris building, the Autobots manage to finish off the remaining Viacons. Then Magnus pretty much beats the crap out of Shockwave, and then just as Magnus is about to finish Shockwave off, Predaking arrives and pretty much beats the Autobots, escapes with Shockwave and the collider particle device, and then Optimus pretty much wakes up just in time to see Predaking escape. And then RC contacts Ratchet to return them to base, and then Bulkhead reports that Ratchet's pretty much gone. This is, of course, after when they pretty much got knocked out by Soundwave in the last episode. On the Nemesis, Megatron informs Ratchet that they need his assistance. Ratchet refuses, but Megatron states that his cooperation is not required, and that and then Shockwave just uses the cortical psychic patch thing on him. Back at the base, the Autobot base, RC examines the piece of Laserbeak's wing that was shot off in the last episode, and it actually turns out to be Laserbeak's homing device, whatever. We'll get to that later in the episode. Magnus and Bulkhead confirm that Ratchet's nowhere in the premises, and of course he didn't lead through the ground bridge, obviously, and obviously the Decepticon Shockwave let through Soundwave rather, sorry, let through through his own ground bridge. Then when Predaking returns to the Nemesis, he's aware of Ratchet being in the premises, and states that he wants to finish him off. But then Megatron states that once they get the knowledge of the synth N formula, that's what they're looking for, then Predaking will get the chance to finish him off. Back at the Autobot base, Fowler orders for increased surveillance and satellite monitoring into his phone, and then Wheeljack theorizes that the Decepticons took Ratchet for obviously the synthetic energon formula. And then Optimus remembers, obviously, Ratchet's belief that Megatron's intent to rebuild the Omega Lock, and that the Sith then could be the necessary component and whatever. And then Fowler points out that if the Decepticons found Ratchet, that they know the location of the base. Back on the Nemesis, Shockwave reports that the patch only confirms Ratchet has not yet stabilized the synthetic energon formula, sorry. And obviously that doesn't work, so Megatron waits for Ratchet to wake up so they can talk to him directly about the formula and stuff. Ratchet refuses to help Megatron, and then Megatron gives him a choice to either help or have the Autobot base be destroyed. Obviously this is a joke, obviously, as Megatron after they have the conversation with Ratchet, tells Starscream to deploy himself and his armada to finish off the base. And then back at the Autobot base, following the Autobots are really they're really concerned about the Decepticon activity, and then all of a sudden they notice an incoming attack, and then obviously the human soldiers head to their jets to fight off the Decepticons, and then Starscream destroys Hangar E into oblivion, and then he reports that the Decepticons have successfully completed their mission. However, you're thinking, okay, this is going to be like the end of Season 2. Well, no, it's not. The actual Hangar E was actually repainted to say F. And obviously it's still in one piece after all that, those shenanigans. Back on the Nemesis, Megatron gives Ratchet a tour of the ship, and pretty much obviously unimpressed with the technology. And then Megatron states that the Autobots and Decepticons share a common goal in the restoration of Cybertron. And Ratchet states that bringing back Cybertron would not stop Megatron's ambitions. And then Ratchet asks what assurance he would have that Megatron would leave Earth alone, and then Megatron states that no assurance has been offered, and then he's confident that Ratchet's desires to restore Cybertron will overpower his reservations. And then back at the Autobot base, as I mentioned earlier, the Autobots have realized that the piece of laser beam that Smokescreen shot off is his transponder or homing device, and then Raph determines that he is trying to communicate with the Decepticon warship. And then Raph states that Ratchet used to teach him how to do that stuff in his free time. Fowler asks they could try to triangulate the signal, but Ultramagnus states that it's going to a shielded ship, and that wouldn't work. So then the Autobots decide that they create a drone from spare parts using Laserbeak's transponder. Jack notices this at the Apex armor and all that stuff, and then Fowler states that that he's been thinking of humanity's close calls at the hands of Decepticons and whatever, and that technology like the armor could give their military agents a fighting chance. And then he suggests that Jack could be one of those agents himself someday. And then obviously Jack's kind of a little nervous about it. And then just as they're finishing the conversation, they completed the small flying device is fully completed, and it's just flying around and stuff for a little test flight, which obviously that's what they're going to use to help them lead straight to the Decepticon warship. At the end of the episode, Ratchet states that even if the Omega Lot could be reconstructed, there's no way to scientifically replicate the device's mystical properties. And Megatron states that they won't know until they try. And then they shows Ratchet an almost replica Omega Lot completed attached to the underbelly of the Nemesis. And then at the end of the episode, Ratchet agrees to complete the Synthan formula. And that's really the end of the episode. Overall, it was an interesting episode. It wasn't too bad. The trailer of the episode kind of caught me off guard a bit. Somewhat. The episode really, not the trailer of the episode, the episode trailer, but anyways. Overall, it wasn't too bad. It could have been better, but other than that, not really much else to say. So that is my video review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode Persuasion. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible in the next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.